Hello, so for this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 essential oils and how to use them, different ways to use them, and why these top 10 oils address 80% of your emotional and physical needs in your home. So top 10 essential oils are very key to have in your home, especially if you're wanting to start with essential oils. These are the top 10 that I would recommend. So I wish I had scratch and sniff so I could have you smell through, so just bear with me. The first one is lavender essential oil. Lavender, everybody's familiar with lavender. So a lot of people come to me and say, I'm allergic to lavender essential oil. And really, they're allergic to the synthetic lavender that they're smelling in detergents and candles and bath salts, all those things. It's not the real lavender. So the real lavender essential oil has amazing therapeutic benefits. It's calming to the nervous system. It's really good for any rashes, burns. You would use it on any skin irritations. It's great for the face. We make a homemade owie spray in our house, and it has lavender and melaleuca in it. It's just really great for the skin. My twins love to use that. So that's a few ways that you could use lavender. I'm just sharing 3 quick tips per oil. There are hundreds of ways that you could use these oils, so don't be limited by what I'm sharing. These are just small little ways that you can use these essential oils. So the next one is peppermint essential oil, and I love peppermint. So peppermint I love to use every single day for like a pick-me-up and energy. I love to rub it on the back of my neck with wild orange. Peppermint is really good for keeping away ants and spiders. So when my twins were crawling and I didn't want chemicals on the baseboards of the carpet, I would use peppermint to keep the spiders and bugs away. Peppermint's great to cook with, so peppermint brownies are a fun thing that I love to make. So lots of fun ways to use peppermint essential oil. It's probably one of the most used ones for me personally. The next one is lemon. And lemon is so bright and refreshing. It's a citrus oil. A few ways to use lemon is, of course, to cook with. I love to use lemon to diffuse in the air. It just purifies the air. It's very cleansing and bright. I love to use lemon for immune support when it's like the winter and we really need to boost our immune systems. Lemon's really good for that. And lemon is also great for cleaning. So I make all my own cleaning supplies. It's cheaper. It's safer and really easy. So lemon is a favorite one for me to use for cleaning. So these 3 oils, peppermint, lavender, and lemon, also are kind of like a natural antihistamine, so they're really good to use when the seasons are changing and you may have a lot of allergies. You would want to use those 3 oils together to help your body just calm down and deal with all the seasonal changes. So those 3 together are pretty powerful. You can diffuse them. You can use it in a roller ball. So there's lots of fun ways to use those 3 oils. So the next oil is Breathe. So Breathe, like it says, it's a respiratory oil. So you want to use this for all things respiratory. It's really good in the wintertime. Of course, you want to diffuse it. It's really good. I say it's a marriage saver because a lot of wives come to me and they're like, my husband, he snores so loud. And I'm like, you need Breathe. So you can rub it breathe underneath your nose. You can diffuse it at night, rub it on your chest, so it helps those that struggle with snoring to be able to breathe through the night. Breathe is really good, if you come down with something respiratory in the winter, just really helps keep those airways open. So this is an amazing oil, especially during the cold and flu season. I recommend having Breathe on hand. The next essential oil we're going to move on to is Melaleuca, also known as tea tree oil. So this is great for all things skin. So any skin blemishes, cuts, scrapes, owies, Melaleuca is really helpful for. Also, if you have any foot nail issues, the fun stuff, or you just want to increase your nails and want them to look healthier, you would want to use Melaleuca. It's really great. There's also some fun tips for other skin issues that you could use Melaleuca for. I used to get a bunch of red bumps and on my skin and break out, and I would use Melaleuca and it would take it right away. And then another way I like to use Melaleuca is I make my own toilet bombs, and they're just little circles and you just pop them in your toilet. So I don't have to clean my toilet every single day. It keeps my toilets clean and smelling better until I get the chance to clean them. So Melaleuca is great for cleaning as well. The next essential oil is On Guard, and if you're not familiar with On Guard, this was the first oil that drew me in because it smells like fall in a cup. It's so amazing. So On Guard is a protective blend. So because it's protective, this is the oil that you really want in cold and flu season because it's going to protect you. If you are a mom with little kids and they're off going to school, you want to have On Guard on hand because it's going to keep the germs and the yuck away. So we love to diffuse this oil a lot in the fall and in the winter. I love to clean with On Guard because it just kills all the germs. So On Guard is a great essential oil to protect the whole entire family. I also make an immunity tea with honey in it, and it has lemon and On Guard. Love to drink that, coat the throat if you know anything's going around. So On Guard is just a great oil to have on hand, especially if you're a mom. I just feel like you gotta have On Guard. I did want to go back and say Melaleuca. If you are a mom and have kids in school, definitely want to have Melaleuca because of the little head critters lice. Melaleuca, you could add a drop to your shampoo every day, your kids' shampoo. Just keep them protected so they don't ever bring it home. If by chance they did get it, you would use Melaleuca to kill it. So you gotta have Melaleuca, or if you're a teacher, it's a good one to have. So Digescen is all things stomach, and it's a digestive blend. So if you struggle with nausea or just upset stomachs, or maybe even like indigestion, anything in this region that just is not going right, you would like to have Digescen on hand. So let's say you cannot go to the bathroom, you would want to use Digescen. Let's say you can't stop going to the bathroom, you would use Digescen. That is what's so great, is oils work with your body on a cellular level. They know what you need to help you. So we use this one, we call it our tummy blend. If my girls have upset stomachs, they ask for their tummy oils. If ever I eat something, or it's holiday or traveling and you get that travel bloat, Digescen just really helps keep everything regular down there, helps take the nausea away. It's also really good if you're a woman, it's that time of the month and you have a little extra water retention and bloating. This is an oil that I love to use to just keep everything happy down there. So a lot of people love this oil just because of all the things it can do for, you know, stomach. Okay, the next essential oil is frankincense, and I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with frankincense. Of course, they gave frankincense to baby Jesus, but this is the frankincense essential oil. It smells so good. And so I always say, when in doubt, use frankincense, because it can really work for a lot of things. So if you're like, what oil do I use? Just use frankincense. Frankincense is just a great cellular support oil. It's really good if you struggle with head tension, or just any like overall, I can't say the word, but you would just rub it on your temples and the back of your neck. You could also put it on your thumb, place it to the roof of your mouth, hold it there for a few seconds, it will cross the blood-brain barrier, and frankincense will go to work. Frankincense is calming, so if you have anxiousness, frankincense and lavender together are really good to use. Frankincense is really good also to pair with like On Guard for just protecting the body and keeping it strong. So we use frankincense a lot for a lot of different ways, and I combine frankincense with a lot of different oils. But frankincense is also anti-inflammatory, so any inflammation in the body, frankincense is a great one to have on hand. So the next essential oil is oregano. And you may be thinking, this is a weird essential oil to have. And I remember when I first got it, I'm like, what am I gonna use this for? Well, first, it's good for cooking. When you think of oregano, you think of like spaghetti. Well, I think I do. So oregano is really good to cook with. It's really strong and potent, so you don't need a whole lot to cook with. Oregano is a powerhouse oil for any kind of sickness. It's kind of like an underdog. People don't think to use oregano, but it's actually pretty powerful. So I usually recommend using oregano if you're like really fighting something. So you would definitely want to have oregano on hand. I love to use oregano to take skin tags off. Just rub it, let it do its thing, and take it off. It's also really good to rub on the nails and the feet. If there's any like foot issue going on, especially with like men, sometimes they get some fun things in their feet. Oregano is really good at just killing that off. So this is a great oil to have for just boosting immunity, killing off all the, think if you need to kill something off, you want oregano on hand. Lastly, our last oil, can you believe we've gone through 9 oils, so here's our 10th, is Deep Blue. So a lot of you guys have got to experience the Deep Blue rub, which has the Deep Blue oil in it. So Deep Blue is just great for anything, aches, pains, muscle related. You want to have Deep Blue on hand. I'm always usually sore after bar class, so I love to use my Deep Blue oil just to give me some muscle relief and just go to work. So think of like a natural icy hot. That's what Deep Blue would be like. So this is a great oil to have. Men really like Deep Blue. Seems to be their first oil of choice. Mine was On Guard. Men's is usually Deep Blue. So these are just a few ways that you would use these top 10 essential oils in your home. They're really good for addressing emotions, anxiousness, keeping the family healthy, any sleep issues, they're really good. So I'm just touching base on just a small percentage of ways you could use these oils, but of course there's lots of different options. So if you have something specific in your mind and you're like, oh, what oils help that? Reach out to me. I'd love to share what oils may work best for you in what situation. But these are the top 10 essential oils. They're found in most of the essential oil kits because they're just so powerful together to have in your home. So say make over your medicine cabinet, have these oils on hand ready for anything that may arise throughout the year. All right, thanks for spending time with me. I hope this was helpful.